Welcome, everybody, to the REC podcast. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me today is
Eric Icarus.
And today we're going to be doing our summer movie preview.
Yeah.
You know, we were thinking about what we want to do with the show, and we want to talk about some film. And man, there's just so many movies coming out from now, and we're only going to go till about July.
Yeah.
So it's quite the list.
Yeah. This is not even a comprehensive list. This is just kind of what we're
most interested in, or what we could see ourselves going to watch.
Sure.
Not together, independently. I can't watch movies with Eric. He talks just like this during the movie. So, so let's just go ahead and start this weekend off. We'll go month by month, and we'll just kind of talk about what we like, what we're interested in, and starting this weekend, we're going to be hitting the March 22nd, and we have Us. And that's a new venture from Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Get Out. That was excellent.
Amazing. So good.
I don't even know what Us is about.
They did. It's one of those trailers that visually it just draws you in, and I'm so curious. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Just out of sheer curiosity.
I am a sucker for when people portray different versions of themselves in there, and I know what all of you are thinking. You're obviously thinking about The Nutty Professor. I'm a sucker for that. I like watching people portray other people,
right?
Multiple people in the same movie.
Sure.
And this is going to be kind of the first time I believe that we see, kind of a thriller, suspense, horror aspect to that. But honestly, I don't know what the movie's about. I think they made
it. It's called Norbit.
There you go. Yeah, that was far more evil than Us.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a lot of speculation online, and honestly, guys, I like to kind of make my own conclusions from when I watch a trailer. So I don't want to look at everybody's theories a lot, but I'm not sure. But it's got my attention for sure.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Following that weekend, we're gonna have Dumbo close out the month, and the reason I want to talk about Dumbo is because I don't care about it at all.
Me either.
I'm not interested in it.
I'm not interested in it either.
I actually haven't seen very many of the Disney live action movies. All I've seen is all I've seen is Beauty and the Beast.
You didn't see Jungle Book?
I didn't see Jungle Book.
Oh man, that's
Maleficent.
good.
I know.
That was good too.
That's what I hear, but okay. I'm not super stoked about this one because I don't really care for the animated one either. Yeah. And it's not that I dislike it. I haven't watched it since I was little.
Right. I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, I know that there's an elephant. I know that there's
like a mouse wearing a marching band uniform, I believe.
The feather makes Dumbo fly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I don't hear a lot of people talking about the movie either.
No,
I literally just stumbled across the fact that Tim Burton is involved in the film.
Yes.
So...
And we get a kind of a quasi-Batman Returns reunion with Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito.
That's right.
Might be the only reason I go to watch it.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. It looks like super fun, but man, we're gonna have three total Disney
live
action movies, including The Lion King, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
And then in April, we start off with some more comic book movies, which I'm super excited about.
DC's Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Shazam.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah. Who would have thought that we would get two Captain Marvel movies within the same year? Not to mention like
weeks
6 weeks
of
apart.
Each other,
very excited for that, but that may warrant its own show later.
Yes.
We also have Pet Sematary.
April 15th.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to hit all the days. I'm just going to talk about
the month. 5th, rather, sorry.
So we're going to go, we're going to have Pet Sematary remake. We're going to have Hellboy and Avengers Endgame. Those are movies that I'm excited about. What do you think about this, remake of Pet Sematary?
I'm on the take it or leave it fence. I'm leaning towards the leave it. Be honest with you, I didn't really care for the original. It had a couple of spook scares in there, but this doesn't look like it's adding to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people were so surprised with it, which I know that I was.
Sure.
And this, I believe this is coming from the same producers of it.
For sure.
And they're just trying to recapitalize on
totally.
some stuff there, which I'm fine with. I don't know that I'll actually go to the theater to watch this, but this is something that I might Redbox.
There you go.
And then Hellboy. Hellboy is...
I'm watching the trailer. I'm not very excited for it. The makeup in the original to me looks a lot better
Really?
than this one. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's maybe because Ron Perlman does just look like a demon from hell, and it was easier to put the makeup on him, but it feels like the actor playing Hellboy is having a hard time talking through that makeup.
Yeah, it does look a little thicker on the jawline. Yeah, I could see that.
And it looks like basically just a straight up retread from the first Hellboy movie.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah. Oh man, I think it looks fun, but I am sad that Guillermo del Toro won't be back.
And no Abe Sapien. Come on.
Abe Sapien, but they could set up for it a little bit later. You know, we'll see. I'm excited about it. I think that the trailers look good. I'm not a big Mila Jovovich fan, but I'm willing to give this a shot just because I want to play in this world again.
Okay. Because I do love the first two. Those are like I throw those two on once a year, back to back,
easily.
I love them.
Yeah, I enjoy watching them. So I'm hoping that they can capture some of the magic, or give us new magic to look forward to.
Sure.
And then we're gonna end out the month of April with Avengers Endgame.
Some movie.
I don't know if anybody's really interesed in watching it.
Yep.
Sounds like the end of a storyline. I don't know. It might warrant its own show. We'll talk about it another time. And then in May we have a lot of interesting. And kind of eclectic movies. We have Tolkien, which is going to be the biopic from our Lord of the Rings Hobbit author. And then we will have Detective Pikachu.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dang it. Detective Pikachu, John Wick 3.
Oh, yes.
Aladdin, the live action. Brightburn.
Oh, yeah.
And then it looks like Godzilla and a new kind of thriller movie, Ma, with Octavia Spencer.
Yeah.
I think we're both really excited for John Wick 3.
Oh, yes. Me and you are in total agreement about this movie. I don't know. This might maybe get its own thing.
Get its own thing.
Own episode, from us.
Oh, I mean, you think it deserves John Wick? Okay.
I think we could discuss the trilogy.
I think we should. We're both very excited about that. I want to talk about Aladdin and I want to talk about Lion King at the end of July together, but we'll do that at the end.
Sure.
Brightburn is kind of the kind of odd man, although also included. It's like a crazy Superman, but an evil Superman horror film.
Yes.
It's written, looks like, by James Gunn and his brother, I believe Mark is his name. Produced by James Gunn. The director's not somebody that I'm familiar with. David, and I can't even pronounce his last name. It's with a Y. But yeah, this looks like... it just looks like a horror movie with Superman. Yeah. It even takes place in what they call Brightburn, Kansas.
Yeah.
And it looks terrifying.
It does.
And it looks like something that'll fit outside, like it's part of the superhero genre, yet fits a little outside of it. Probably like
a Push.
Push, Watchmen.
There you go.
That type of genre.
It's got a very dark vibe going for it. I'm all about it.
So dark. Yeah, it's got me a little concerned. Like I'm excited to see it. And then for June, we start off again with Dark Phoenix.
Yep.
We'll have the new Men in Black International.
Yes.
A new Shaft movie.
Yes.
Toy Story 4. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna end the month with Child's Play. Dark Phoenix will warrant its own episode.
Yes.
We want to focus on these comic book movies that we're excited for or less excited for, and give them their due in the whys and the hows. Men in Black International, you're not on board.
Nope. Looking at the trailer, it's not adding anything new. It really, to me, is hearkening back to the female Ghostbusters, which I did not care for. Mm-hmm. And not because it was an all-female cast, just because the writing was terrible, the jokes were terrible, and I feel like Chris Hemsworth is playing the same character from Ghostbusters in this Men in Black movie. Like, I'm the dopey, good-looking guy. Like, it's not grabbing me in the right spot at all.
Well, I disagree. It's grabbed me in all the right spots.
Oh, yeah?
Right in my funny bone, It looks super fun, and I think Tessa Thompson is this precious jewel of an actress that we have right now. Whatever she's been in that I've seen, she's been good. Okay. If there's been any issues, it hasn't been her fault. I think Chris Hemsworth is nothing but pure gold. And regardless of Liam Neeson's craziness, the guy is rarely the reason that a movie's bad either.
For sure. I sat through The Grey because of him.
Yeah, man, you got to fight some wolves sometimes, you know.
And you wouldn't even get to see it.
Yeah. I want to see Men in Black. I'm ready to go to dip my toes back in those waters.
Sure.
But yeah,
but
last
it hasn't
two
really had a cool off period. It's been
a long time since Men in Black 3.
How long has it been?
I don't know, 2010 at the latest. It's been a while.
Oh, okay. It seems more recent to me, but okay.
I don't think it was.
Okay.
I don't think it was.
Fair
but
enough.
yeah, I'm into it. Let's get it done. It looks like it's. I wanted more aliens, more weapons, and the trailer is chock full of them.
There you go.
So yeah, as long as they don't do terrible jokes like in Men in Black 2, the Bald Chinian thing was like one of the worst things I'd ever seen.
That was low.
And I really couldn't get into it.
Very low.
Do you think we need another Shaft movie?
Oof. I did enjoy the first one because this is a direct sequel, correct?
Yes, but I mean, they're the old John Shaft movies, and then that one that had Sam Jackson.
Oh, so those are in the same universe.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So we're gonna have all of the Shafts. In this one.
So they got to call it Shafts.
Well, the tagline for it is my favorite because it's almost a threat. It says "more shaft than you can handle," and it's got like the original John Shaft. It's got Sam Jackson, and then it's got like
a new Shaft.
The new Shaft.
Yeah. Okay. Who's playing the new Shaft?
I don't recognize him at all. So,
I mean, the first one's got one of my favorite pickup lines is "It's my duty to please that booty." I can't pull it off though.
Yeah.
I sound awful saying it, but okay. If it has more lines like that, I'm in.
Yeah, but Shaft.
Oh, yeah.
Shaft. Just Sam Jackson, man.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Snakes on a Plane.
Good.
Never seen it.
For how awful it was. It's great.
It's what I hear.
It's great.
And I think that's another situation in which we have where Sam Jackson's never the problem.
Very true.
Like I watch that
the guy carries awful movies.
Yeah.
And he does it well.
He's killing it.
Did you like the first Shaft?
I liked his first Shaft. I can't say that any different. I like the Shaft that he was in 2000.
Yeah, it's great. Christian Bale is my first introduction. Your first introduction to Christian Bale?
introduction to Christian Bale. Yeah. So, it's just weird to get a sequel to that 19 years later, but all right.
It seems like the thing they're doing right now.
Yeah, this list has a lot of remakes.
Or based off of something.
Yeah.
I'm only, Brightburns were one of the only real...
original ideas, Ma.
Us.
Yeah, so at least there are some gems, but it is a little ridiculous because following Shaft is we have Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about Toy Story 4.
He's for it.
The trailer was interesting because as with many movies, sometimes the storyline doesn't seem to grow with it, but in terms of Toy Story, I feel like each time one of those films has come out, it has aged storyline wise as I have aged.
Sure.
So we just have these each one just kind of gets more and more serious as we go. They have levity, but it's like, it's crazy to think about an action figure, a dolly that is meant for children, and it grows up in real time, but it doesn't change.
Sure.
But obviously it's going to mature. It's going to think about things differently. And I don't know, man, these movies really just, they're head scratchers to me. They make me think.
Okay.
They make me feel weird about toys.
Yeah, me too. Me too. The strange thing for me was the spoon in the trailer.
Forky, I believe.
Forky, yeah.
Yeah, it's a spork. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just adding a lot of questions I need answered. So are kids granting these things sentience? So if they think it's a toy, does it become life?
Yeah.
Does it become alive?
And that's a topic for discussion that I can't even begin.
I mean, that's straight
right
up like philosophy stuff.
Yeah,
they're gonna delve into. But anyway, I'm whatever. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Sure. Yeah. I thought they ended it perfectly with the third one.
I do think that they ended it perfectly in the third one.
Okay.
So this one has got to be better than 3 for me to be on board.
Sure.
I don't know that it can be because Andy going to college in Toy Story 3 was one of my favorite moments in film ever.
Yeah.
So, and then we round out the month with the Child's Play remake. And I'm not a big horror movie guy at all, especially that 80s camp horror. Right. There are things that I like about those films.
Did you like the first one?
I like the first Child's Play.
Okay.
I genuinely find it to be creepy. I've watched 1, 2, and 3. I didn't watch Bride or Seed or Cult or special edition, whatever they are. I didn't watch any of those other ones, the ones that were far more comedic.
Sure.
But the trailers for this new Child's Play,
They don't give you anything.
they don't give you much of anything, and not in a good way. Marvel will give us trailers that they don't give us anything about the story, but we know those characters, so we care to see what they're doing. I don't give 2 cents about Chucky. So, we have that. We have Pet Sematary. Later on in the year, we will have It Part 2. And I think It Part 2 is going to be good, and that's definitely for another episode.
Definitely.
But I don't know that you can squeeze gold out of these turds.
I agree. Yeah, no, for sure.
They kind of ran their course, and if anything, something like this and the Pet Sematary, they may cheapen what people like about the other ones.
Of course, I agree. I totally agree with you on that one. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not too excited for it. Watching the trailer, like you said, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Gave me nothing.
They don't even show us his face.
Nope. So yeah, I'm gonna just be Yeah. I don't know. On a scale of excited meter of Kazam to Lord of the Rings, this is a Kazam.
Oh Jesus! I think that's the first time we've ever heard the Kazam Lord of the Rings scale, and you're not even that big of a Lord of the Rings guy, so now I don't even know what to think. We have Spider-Man kind of kicking off July. Far From Home, the sequel to our Spider-Man Homecoming. This is definitely going to merit its own episode as well.
For sure.
But what a great way to kick off the month.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'm pretty upset that Marvel is releasing this movie for the July weekend. I know it was kind of the same thing last time, but it's just that, I might be camping,
for sure.
I might have some family stuff I have to do.
Oh, totally.
And,
And this comes first.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard when I got to wait and watch Spider-Man Far From Home, We've got 2 big ones kind of ending out our summer, our July. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the one that you're most excited about.
Oh, yes. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's Tarantino's allegedly last film. I don't know. That's just what I've heard, but it's a story. It's the story of Sharon Tate and Charles Manson. It's the tale of the Tate murders.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be pretty heavy, but the cast
is amazing.
Margot Robbie, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. And the list goes on from there.
Yeah,
that's just the surface.
I just don't know where he's going to take this movie. This is something you're not going to be able to do because you're not going to be able to do quirky dialogue with this and be funny because this is a real thing. This really happened.
And I don't know how true he's going to stay to the story, if he's going to Hollywood it up as well. But
I'm very excited for it, though.
Tarantino's my boy.
Yeah, me too.
I like his stuff. So, it'll be...
It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah,
it got to be delicate handling stuff like this, material like this. You got to handle it very well. And I mean, great. He's a good, amazing director, king of dialogue. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he's going to do with this.
Yeah, I've enjoyed everything that I've seen. The only Tarantino movie I haven't seen is Jackie Brown, which is ridiculous.
I mean, not boo to Roman because it's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
He needs to watch it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know why it just slipped my grasps. and then we also have Lion King.
Yes.
And the I'm using air quotes for live action. Man, Lion King and Aladdin, I am really, really, really excited for. I'm enjoying the trailers. I like this. These were the Disney movies of our youth.
Yeah.
These were probably the 2 biggest Disney movies of our youth. Mm-hmm. And to be alive then, because Dumbo came out in
that
the
was
40s
way
or whatever.
It's
it's old. But this, we were the right age
for sure.
to enjoy Aladdin, to enjoy Lion King, and how are they going to improve upon it?
Sure.
And make me not bored to take my kids to.
There you go. Fair enough. Honestly, I'm not that excited for it. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. They look great. I just, even as a kid, I was never really into Disney.
Okay, fair enough.
I really didn't care for. I mean, they were fine. Aladdin, it was entertainment. That's all I saw it as. But yeah, it wasn't too. So I'm on.
Have you watched Aladdin or Lion King in your adult life at all?
I have.
Yes,
I have.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I watch them a lot actually.
Actually, he does.
Yeah. I enjoy them immensely. The nostalgia is very real. So
Okay. Fair enough.
You know, we may have to discuss further just these live action
Yes.
remakes at some point. But those two movies I'm very excited for.
Yep.
Over the summer. The lineup looks great.
Yeah. Which one are you most excited for? Those two, or
Those are in contention.
aside for Endgame?
Yeah, aside from Endgame, I think Brightburn looks the most interesting because it's got something that's familiar to me, the kind of Superman-esque story.
Sweet.
But then having that kind of horror thriller twist looks, you know, it gave me chills.
It's gonna be great.
It gave me chills when I watched it.
It's gonna be great.
What about you? What's your, with the exception of Endgame, what's the movie you're looking forward to the most?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay, fair enough.
And John Wick.
Oh,
I think me
God.
and you were in total agreement about John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the first two. Can't wait for this one.
We're going to have to talk about, in a John Wick special, I think we're going to have to talk about the fact that John Wick 3, the kind of the title line looks
Roman
just
pointed
like,
this out.
looks just like the Avengers title. It's like purple, and like where the 3 is, like it could go on it. I don't know. Everything about it, it feels like the people that are doing John Wick are like trying to capitalize on that, maybe. But if I'm the only one who noticed it, you know,
once you said it, I'm like, oh my god, it does.
Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be our summer movie preview. A lot of these we will touch on and do discussions after we watch them, or set up. I think
absolutely.
What we're expecting.
Sure.
So what did you learn today?
You know, I think Hollywood's out of original ideas.
I feel like they've been out of original ideas for quite some time.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, I'm just. It's going to be a great summer.
Yeah.
Endgame, Spider-Man, John Wick, Tarantino.
Yeah,
I'm in.
How
about you?
I learned that I don't think that remake horror has a kind of place in my heart. It's not something that I'm chomping at the bit for, but I want to watch it. Like, I want to watch it because I know I'm not gonna like it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'm a complex cat, baby.
I believe
I'm
it.
a complex
No,
cat.
and you are. I believe that.
So that's been our show today. Thank you guys for listening. If you like what you're hearing, please hit the like button, and also give us a subscribe. Leave some comments. We'd like to have a dialogue with people who are interested in it.
Totally.
If you think that there's something that you want to talk about, comment below, and we'll try to address it. For the REC podcast, REC Comics and Collectibles, I have been Roman Chavez.
Eric Icarus.
And thanks for listening.